Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you had an enjoyable day. I'm here today to talk about the new patch. The patch notes were released last night and it's very exciting. It's the end of the month patch again, which means we have new cards and balance changes. Okay, let's get right in with the new cards. That's it. These four new cards are the newest addition to Duelist, and they all have a common theme, which is replacing. Either replacing this card or replacing another card while this minion is in play. So let's look at each one, and I will give you my early assumptions, what these cards, how good these cards will be, and how they will or will not change the meta. Let's look at the common one. It's Wings of Paradise, a 3 mana 3/3 minion with flying. This alone would be good enough. I mean, 3 mana, let's compare it to the Golem, would be 4/3 of stats. Losing 1 stat point for flying is awesome. You can put it in the back, and whenever you need it, you just pull it out. You can deny mana orbs with it, you can attack his ranged minions, the Vitruvian's Blast minions, whatever. And it gets even better. Whenever you replace a card, this minion, it has to be in play, gains 2 attack. So when you have Aether Master out, you can replace twice, and this minion gains 4 attack. So it's a 5/3 very reliably, and 7/3 at best for only 3 mana, and it even has flying, so this card is just awesome. The only thing is that it gains 2 attack only this turns, which means after you end your turn it becomes 3/3 again. So during the enemy's turn he doesn't have to pay that much life if he attacks it with his own general, but it's still fine. 3 attack is above Lionel's Arclight Regalia range, which is the most important range anyway. Okay, let's look at the rare minion, the White Widow. It's 4 mana, 3/4 stats, which is bad. 4 mana Hailstone Golem are 4/6 of stats, so this here is losing 3 stat points for the effect, which is whenever you replace a card, deal 2 damage to a random minion or general. Well, the good thing with this effect is it can be used on the same turn the minion is played. You don't have to wait for the minion to become active to deal the 2 damage. Also, with good positioning, you can decide where these 2 damage will go. So place it in a way that it only has one possible target. So you can quite reliably deal 2 damage. The only situation where you couldn't use the effect whenever this minion is played is when you replace and get the White Widow. You can't replace afterwards unless you have an Aether Master. So 3 stats points, is it worth losing 3 stat points to deal 2 damage? I would say it's about the same. The good thing is the 2 damage is more or less rush, right? So it's a 4 mana 5/3, and 2 of those 5 attacks are instant. Also, you can buff it even further, again with Aether Master, and those 2 damage dealt are not only rush but also ranged, so you don't lose anything by using this card's effect. So it might be a bit costly, but it's very safe damage. Okay. Enough about this card. We will have to see if it's too slow or not. The next card, the epic one, is I think the best of the pack. It's Dreamgazer, 2 mana, 2/2. It's really meh stats, like 2 mana, 2/2. What's also 2 mana for a 2/2 Rustcrawler. Rustcrawler has an amazing effect, just like this card. Whenever you replace this card while it is in your action bar, you summon it. You don't get to choose where you summon it, but you can summon it for free of mana. Your general will take 2 damage, but whatever, what's 2 damage, right? Especially in the early game, board control is way more important than 2 mana, 2 damage. Also, imagine you can play 2 minions, or if you're starting second, even 3 minions on your first turn. That's insane. Yeah, it's just really good. It's fast. It has value, and it does great. It does a great job. So I think this will be a contender for the topmost priority 2 mana drop next to Jaxi. Let's look at the epic minion, the Astral Crusader, which is, I think, a bit disappointing. It's 7 mana for a 7/6. If we look at the golem, the 7 mana golem has 10/10 of stats. So this loses a lot of stats. And the effect doesn't pay back, let's say. It doesn't pay back. Whenever you replace this card, it costs 1 less and gains +1/+1. I haven't seen it in action, but I assume you only get the discount and the buff for this card only. So when you have 3 Astral Crusaders and you replace 1, the other 2 still cost 7. Which makes it more or less bad to have more of this card in the deck. If you replace it once, it would become a 6 mana 8/7, which is still worse than the 6 mana minion, the 6 mana golem, which is 6 mana 8/8. So you have to replace it at least twice for it to become mana efficiently, for it to become more value than a golem. It would be a 5 mana 9/8, which are good stats, of course, really good stats, but it has the same weakness again as all the other golems. It dies to hard removal, it doesn't do anything on the first turn it's played, it doesn't have any other further effects, it doesn't have a death wish, so it doesn't hold the enemy back to just remove it with, I don't know, Martyrdom or Hailstone Prison, whatever. And you had to replace 2 times. 2 times in your game you had a dead card in your hand that didn't do anything, that couldn't help you at all. You replaced it 2 times and it's just way too slow, way too useless. So I'm not getting my hopes up for this epic card, but maybe I will be wrong. Let's see how this month turns out. Okay, these are the new cards and my opinions on these cards. Let's look at the balance changes, and oh my god, we all saw it coming. Songhai got nerfed. Incredibly enough, Keeper of the Value didn't get changed, so we can still have some fun with returning rushed minions, returning, I don't know, airdrop guardians, but Songhai got nerfed, and it got nerfed not as hard as I thought it would be. Let's look here. Lantern Fox is changed from a 3/3 Celerity minion, which spawns another Lantern Fox, into 3 mana 2/4. Whenever this minion takes damage, put a Phoenix Fire in your action bar. We have to see it play out, but I believe it is definitely a big change. The way Lantern Fox is played right now is as a finisher. You play it, you either have an inner focus and buff it to kill your enemy, or you play it early enough for the enemy, and the enemy doesn't have any removal, so you can use it on the next turn to kill him. You can buff it very easily with the many attack buffs from Songhai. You double dip because it is celerity, and you just OTK him. And the way it works right now is it's cheaper. You can play it earlier. Instead of 5 mana, only 3 mana. The stats are 2-4, okay. You can still reactivate it with a inner focus. The thing is, you can't finish your enemy anymore. Even if you buff it, you might as well buff any other minion. You might buff Sword is a better target for an attack buff. The Gorehorn is a better target for an attack buff because it has backstab, and Sword of course is an AoE removal. And the only benefit you get is getting Phoenix Fire back. Is Phoenix Fire a good card? Sure, 2 mana, 3 damage to a minion or a general. It has a very control kind of feel, you know? Because you have to damage this minion, but you don't want to kill it. So you don't want to trade. You want to attack the smaller minions, like maybe the 1/1 mini Jaxes. Maybe you even want to give this one killing edge so it survives a bit more. Now you have, after attacking many things, you have lots of Phoenix Fires in your bar. What do you do with that? It's it gives you more tools for control or for burst, but so it definitely changes the play of Songhai. In my opinion, this is a nerf. This is yeah. You don't have such a good finisher anymore as you had before. Control Songhai has been given a new tool, but I don't think it's too strong of a tool, because yeah, for 3 mana I'd rather play a Sword, buff it, and immediately remove it, remove the enemy units, instead of getting a Phoenix Fire and then pay more mana to play the Phoenix Fire. But that's only my opinion. Maybe this is better for when the enemy plays around the sword in a staircase fashion placement. Okay, let's see the other change, which is a simple nerf. Mistdragon Seal used to be 1 mana, +1/+1, and teleported to any space on the field. I think this nerf is well deserved. 1 mana, 1/1 stats is enough, and then change of positioning without the enemy having any chance to counter it. Positioning is very important in Duelist. All other positioning cards pay a lot to get this positioning effect. For example, Repulsor Beast loses lots of stats just so you can position an enemy minion. Positioning a friendly minion is even stronger, because yeah, you can choose which minion, and you can use that minion on the same turn. I love switching around my sword of Mechazor to foil the enemy's plan, and I think the nerf is deserved. I think Mistdragon Seal is still worth it to play it. It's not as good as before, but it's still good because it can still win you the game when you get a surprise placement change. That's just my opinion. Let's see how it will turn out. Unfortunately, I believe Songhai will be in a bad spot for a few weeks before people find new ways again to improve their Songhai play. The other changes are quality of life changes. With these changes we are turning closer to a finished game. The profile now isn't as crude anymore as it was before. It's prettier, it has more informations. Not too important. Yeah. Game replays, that's really nice. I'm looking forward to seeing some replays. This is a good opportunity for all of us to learn from enemies and to learn from our own mistakes. Sometimes during the match you lose and you have no idea why you lost, and with a replay you can see where you misplayed or where there was a better play that would have won the game. New rank UI, okay, casting animations, yeah. Minor fixes, some major fixes, and yeah, we have a teaser for Denizens of Shimzar. They already told us this will be a mini expansion. Let's say here, Denizens of Shimzar mini expansion in 2016, and it looks like we get big minions, like a Rex. Looks like a big minion, and the minion is big. This too looks like a high cost mana minion, which will have some sort of effect. It looks really nice. The art design is awesome. So that's it for this video. It's been long enough, and I hope you have a nice day. Goodbye.